Hey everyone, welcome to another YouTube painting process video. As always, like and subscribe to this channel for more of this content. This time I will be painting Giovanna from Guilty Gear Strive, which is a fighting game if you're not familiar. And while I was painting this, I felt like there were some things that was worth mentioning in this subsequent video here. First and foremost, I want to mention that while in my previous videos I talk a lot about style and finding yourself and that sort of thing, I want to reiterate that it's not as simple as that because ultimately we can't just draw within a vacuum. So when people suggest characters like Giovanna here on my social media, it raises an eyebrow for me because a lot of times I am not going to be able to consume all the media out there at the same time. There's just so many things going on that I don't really get to experience all that's out there, and that would also mean that I might be missing some characters that would really fit well with my style and that sort of thing. My point is sometimes you do need somebody else to tell you what might be good, because ultimately we aren't omniscient. We're not going to be able to see everything at the same time, and sometimes I would even say a lot of times really is you could get some really good suggestions from your friends and family as well as your fans as well. And if outside people tell you and suggest certain things, chances are there will be some merit to what they're saying and what they're suggesting. This goes into the topic of how social media likes and follows might hint towards what could influence your own style. Now, you can't give everything to outside influence. So, what I mean by that is you don't want to just follow mindlessly to what other people might like that might not fit for you. But you should consider what other people tell you and what other people indicate. So if you start getting likes for a certain subject matter or a certain painting, then you should maybe ask yourself why that is. And sometimes forcing certain subject matter and styles that your audience might not enjoy could be very detrimental, especially when it comes to monetary gain, which is, of course, what you need for professional gigs. The best way to go about it, at least my personal take on it, is you need to really think about what you like and balance it with what other people will like. Now, this raises the very unlikely scenario where there's an artist who has a style that literally nobody likes, but there's nothing they can do to make it more enjoyable for others. In my experience, it never happens. There's always going to be something that people could do in order to make it more appealing en masse, in order to be making more money or be professional in the industry. And you'll be very surprised what people have drawn to get to that level. There's so many different subject matter that you can be really good at, and if you're passionate in, then eventually you'll improve to that point where people will respect you and enjoy your work as well. Yes, it may take a bit of compromise if you're looking to be a professional, but ultimately people will see your passion if you are really good at and really passionate in one subject matter. And when people start suggesting stuff or they like certain paintings and not liking others, then you might start to see where that balance might take place. So if you've been following my channel for a while, I don't want you to feel like you should always think from for yourself and that social media doesn't matter, that your style is your personal preferences. A lot of times you really do have to make compromises, and you don't want to be the person, the artist that is too stubborn to adapt to certain styles and subject matter, especially if you are looking to again work in studios or just professionally in general. As I've stated in previous videos, there's going to be gigs where it's just not my thing, or there's going to be some adaptation required, and that's completely fine. As long as it's not too far into the left field, then I am open to that. And hey, you can chalk it up to more experimentation for you when you are doing what you might not be too familiar with, but it's still something that you could adjust to, and maybe you'll find that you'll enjoy it, and that's something that could really benefit and improve your work when you are going outside of your own box. And sometimes you would need somebody else to drag you out of it. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. It is another talk when it comes to style, but hopefully you did learn something. If not, feel free to just watch the rest of the video for the entire process of this painting. I did enjoy making this one, and there were some challenges when it comes to her character design, to say the least. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.